think that it's fine. Hi! For those new here, I'm a professional photographer and creative director, and I was living in London for 11 years, and I moved to Bali, where I'm based now, but right now I'm in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur. So you can say I'm a remote photographer, and yeah, I have to always book Airbnbs that are nice enough for me to bring you these videos. Anyway, this being said, I want to cover today a topic that is gonna make you look professional right away. If you do what I'm gonna tell you today, you're gonna become a professional photographer. Yes, you may be thinking that you are a beginner and you don't have technique enough and you are not good, your photos are not right, you didn't get paid yet. Don't worry, because regardless of all of that, you're gonna be able to look way more professional. It's not everything about technique. Everyone thinks you have to be an amazing photographer to become professional, and this is wrong. You can be very professional having an average quality because you will get better. And I promise you, you will get better, okay? We all start from the scratch and we all suck at the beginning, but then you can get better. By you improve things surrounding the technique, you're gonna be able to level up your business right away, even if you are a beginner, and you're gonna be able to book clients. And if you're already booking clients, you're gonna be able to raise your fees. So I'm very excited to walk you through everything you have to do. But first, make me a favor and please subscribe to my channel if we share the same passion, which is photography, the creative industry, and also traveling, because in my channel I share weekly videos, behind the scenes, tutorials, everything about the photography business, and now also photography vlogs of my travels. So please click the bell button as well. I know we are annoying with this, but you don't click it, you're not gonna be notified, because YouTube algorithm works this way. So this being said, and after you subscribing and clicking the bell button, let's jump into it. What differentiates a beginner photographer from a professional photographer? Many things, but the main ones are experience, how many years you've been shooting. The second one would be the technique, like how good is your quality. And this comes with time, so don't worry. Planning, and this is very important, and I dare to say as a beginner, you are not planning much maybe, or you think you are planning, but not as good as I'm gonna teach you today. And if you plan your photo shoots, you're gonna be able to cover the next important point of becoming a professional photographer, which is how you handle the photo shoots. During the photo shoot, how you treat the models or your colleagues, people you work with, or even your collaborations. Don't think because you are a beginner and you are doing a collaboration, you don't have to be professional. Word of mouth works like magic, okay? So you have to be professional even if you are a beginner. So if you plan, you're gonna be able as well to handle the photo shoot perfectly and be less nervous as well when you shoot. And there are many more aspects, but mainly we're gonna go for the planning and how you handle the photo shoot, because this is something you're gonna be able to apply from today. Planning a photo shoot is something you must do, even if it's a collaboration, because you're gonna practice a lot. And I've been working with many people in London, big teams, smaller teams, by myself a lot, and I always plan the photo shoots, and this is crucial. And if as a beginner you are planning, you're already preparing for whenever you become professional and whenever you are getting paid. Plus, you're gonna enjoy your photo shoots way more. So I'm gonna introduce you to this amazing platform, which is Milanote. I do have a video before I was sponsored by them. Today I'm sponsored, and I'm very happy to say that because I've been using it for years. So I'm gonna show you how I planned everything. This is how Milanote looks. Milanote is the perfect tool as a creative to organize all your projects, plan them, or just brainstorm ideas, and also even share them with your models, colleagues, or collaborators as well. It's super easy to use and I love it because it's very visual. So this is how it looks. I already planned so many boards, and this is from a photo shoot I did not long ago in Bali, and you can check it out later because I have a photography blog of all the behind the scenes. I'm gonna link it below as well. And this is how I planned it. So first, what I did is choose the locations, and I put here first location, and I put the name Suluban Beach. And then I add an image of the place. So I have an idea of the place where I'm going to shoot, and the model can see this when I invite her to collaborate and to see it. So it's way easier for us to work together knowing what we're going to do. So if you go here, you have all the tools of Milanote, and it's very easy to use, super intuitive. So here you want to add an image, you click here, and you can add stock images if you don't have any other image as a reference, or you can upload your own. So for example, if you go here, you just have to drag it and that's it. And you can put it wherever you want. You just have to drag and that's it. So this is the image of the place. And then here you can add notes. And I love this because many times if you don't plan the photo shoot, it can be a mess. So for instance, here I put a note for me and for the model saying, check the tide to make sure there is a space on the beach to shoot in the morning. And then I put here, the exact location is below. So how do you add a note? You click here in note and you drag it, and you can also change the color here to highlight. You can make it so beautiful, and if you love creativity and you love photography, chances are that you're gonna love creating your mood boards because they're gonna look very nice and very professional when you present this to the client or to someone you're collaborating with. So then below, it's very good as well, this feature from Milanote, which is the map, the exact location map, because in this occasion I went with the model with the scooters and we needed to know where was the location exactly. So here I included a map. How do you include a map? If you go to the three dots here, you have more options. So you can drag sketches, documents, videos, I'll show you later, and maps. And you can drag the map here and you can paste the Google Maps link. As easy as that. But this is the first thing you had to do about the locations, because it's very important all the team knows. In London, I was working with big teams sometimes, and everyone needs to know about the locations. So if you do this, all the team is gonna be organized and they're gonna know where to go, the locations are there, the reference photos are there as well, everyone knows what's going on. And I will talk about this even more later because this is very important for you. So the next one would be shooting, and I put here photography and video shot list, and then inspiration. Let's go to the shot list, and I add a checklist here, and I put Veronica portraits, white showing location, Veronica close-ups, self-portraits, you're gonna see the self-portraits in that video, white showing location, and drone. And then I put between brackets, if there is time and good lighting. I'm specifying everything. And this maybe is not relatable to you, but you should get into video because it's very easy to capture some video of a photo shoot and then use that footage to promote your photography business online. You can show behind the scenes. So I'm not gonna go through everything, but I did a short list of my video, of my YouTube video. And then when you are shooting, you can just check, and that's it. It's very easy, so that way you don't forget any shot you want to take. And a good thing about Milanote as well is that you have the app for free for your phone and it's connected. So I do everything in the computer, and then in the location I check my phone and that's it, everything is there. So the shot list, I highly encourage you to do it because that way you're not gonna forget any shot. Inspiration, this is I think the best part of everything. So you go here, mood board. This is what I created for this photo shoot. I put 2 photos I saw on Instagram. This is a tip for you. If you're gonna shoot in location, what you can do is go to Instagram, put the location, the hashtag, and many people were shooting there probably. So take images as reference. And I took these 2, so I know I want to use the rocks as my background. And then here is the idea for the drone shot. This is the location, but in the end I didn't do it, but it's there, you know, for inspiration as well. And this, I love this feature because we had to work with color palettes as professionals as well, because you have to know which mood you want to go for. And if you have an Instagram account, which I dare to say you may have most likely, it's nice to follow a color palette because that's branding as a photographer. I mean, branding is super important. So I have a travel Instagram account and my color palette there is greens and blues, mostly greens. So here I put the color palette in one side to have the inspiration. So you can add very easily here the colors. You see here, color, you drag it, and it says even the code of the color. If you double click, you're gonna be able to choose the color you want. And I love connecting with these lines as well, or dropping lines. As you can see here, it looks very cool. You can drop arrows and you can customize them as well, like I did here. It's so much fun to plan with Milanote and you're gonna enjoy it a lot because it's very interactive. And same thing with the second location. So I'm not gonna over-explain, but I put Jarang Hill, which is the other location I went to. Then the photo of the location, I also grabbed it from Instagram. And then I put, check the wind conditions before flying the drone. This is very important. There was not too much wind, it was okay. But yeah, these kind of things, you have to think beforehand. And this is a mistake every beginner does, because at the beginning, it's normal to don't think about this stuff, but you have to. But you learn when you go there to shoot, so that's totally fine. Then again, the map, and then I put here the photography and video shot list and the mood board. And the colors are very similar, you can see. Blues and earthy greens. And I put here earthy greens, ocean blues, and more photos as a reference. And it looks very beautiful, and your models are gonna be so inspired by the mood board because they're gonna see it and they know what you are looking for. And if you are working with someone else, this is great because you waste a lot of time in location if you didn't plan a photo shoot beforehand. So let's go back here and we're gonna go to one of my favorite parts, which is the call sheet. If you go here, you have to do this for every photo shoot. If it's just with a model, you do it. If it's with a whole team, more reason to do it. But in London, everyone in the industry, in filmmaking, cinematography, photography, everyone does it, okay? So you go here, you're gonna see the photo shoot. So everyone in the team would be able to see this. Capture some candid portraits of Veronica in 2 different locations in Uluwatu, Bali. Nature must stand out in the photos and the shooting will be focused using the Balinese landscape as a background. This is very good as well because the whole team is gonna see what the photographer wants. Because when you become bigger and you're a professional photographer, you're gonna have a team around you many times, or sometimes not. I work alone a lot, but when you have a team, the team needs to know everything about the shooting to do their job properly. And I'm gonna explain further now. So the key contact, Laura BC, myself, and you put it here, your email and phone number. Then the location, and this is the location of the photo shoot, the meeting point. And then contact details of everyone here. But then models/crew, this is very important as well. Why? Because many times maybe you work with makeup artists, even if they are collaborating with you. Don't believe you cannot work with more people just because you are not getting paid. For collaborations, this is very good as well and very professional. So if you click in Laura, myself, everyone is gonna be able to see me as a photographer, who I am. Many times you're not gonna know your team. This happened to me in London. I work with people I didn't know. So in the call sheet, I'm able to see who I'm working with beforehand, which helps a lot. So people can see here my website. This is super cool. You can connect boards to the text as well. My YouTube channel, my travel Instagram account, and my main account. And this is very easy to do as well, because if you drag here a link, you can put any link here and Milanote is gonna preview it. So you put here my website, I'm gonna show you, laurabc.com, enter, you see? Milanote previews the image of my homepage and previews my website. It's so beautiful, I love how it looks, and this is gonna make you so professional when you are introducing any planning of the photo shoot to your clients, models, colleagues, or whoever you want. I mean, it makes a huge difference to present this beforehand. And then if you go back, this is very important as well, there is a card for the model, Veronica, because so many makeup artists, they need to see who are working with beforehand. They need to see their hair, how it looks like, the skin, everything, so they can bring the proper makeup to the photo shoot. This is an example, for instance, for you to get me, but again, you can do this with any photography niche. So here, I love these mood boards. So this is her, Veronica, this is the final shot, and then her Instagram, so everyone can see who she is. And then here, makeup. Must be nude and natural. So these are instructions I'm giving to the model for the day of the photo shoot. Earthy tones, and then I put, please check the photos below as reference. And then I went to Pinterest, I browsed for nude makeup looks, and I took some as reference, and I put them here. You see, and you can connect them to those notes so the model can see what you want. And then here, outfits, very important as well to plan this beforehand. And I put neutral colors must match the color palette of the mood board. And you can include links, and if you click here, it takes you to the mood board, so the model can see the mood board you created for her, for the photo shoot. And then I put below, bring a few dresses to try different options. Whatever you want, you can plan it here. And then if you go back, you put here, for example, the schedule, meeting at 7 a.m., and then the date. And then the schedule, more or less, I don't like to plan too much. You can schedule however you want, but this is gonna help you to structure everything and be more conscious about the timing when you are shooting, because you always think you have time to shoot, and then the light conditions change, and yeah, you get my point. It's better to schedule everything. And then the gear, this is very important, because how many times did you forget something when you are shooting? I did, many people does, and it's a pain in the ass. So just make sure you have a checklist here, and I put here gear, Sony a7R5, then the lenses I'm gonna be using, the drone, the SD cards, this is the most common thing to forget, I don't know why, and extra batteries, always. You can add everything you want through the tools bar of Milanote. You can add boards, lines, checklists, links, tables as well, which really help. And here below, I did something which belongs to the post-photoshoot process, let's say, because everyone wants to see the results of the shooting, the makeup artist, the photography assistant, or the models as well. So here, everyone is gonna be able to see how everything came out. So here, you're gonna see the link to the photography blog. So you can preview it here, which is amazing. And then you can add the images, as I said before, and the sample colors of the mood board. And then here is the video I embed for everyone to see what I captured with my drone in the second location. So you go here, you press play, look how dynamic it is, I love it. If you feel a little bit overwhelmed because you're gonna start with a blank canvas when you are planning your photo shoots or films or whatever you are creating, that's totally fine because I'm gonna show you something that you're gonna love. So here is how you create a board. You go here, new board. You can title it. So you click here, you can choose a template and you have many to choose from and they look amazing. So you go here to photoshoot plan. You can see already a lot for inspiration about the project, inspiration, the shoot, final images, workflow. So you don't have to start from zero when you are planning, and this is gonna help you a lot to get creative as well. Film and TV, let's go to film, and let's go to pre-production plan. And you're gonna be able to see everything about the film, inspiration, story, filming. In the creative industry, you really have to plan things because our mind is crazy, at least mine. So Milanote helps you to put everything there, organize it properly, and make it beautiful to present to your clients. And doing this is not just good for planning the photo shoot and look professional. You're gonna be able to increase your fees because if you go with a client and you introduce a mood board like that to the client is gonna be amazed how you present this. Imagine you go to the photo shoot with no planning, you didn't send this beforehand, and you are just improvising. You are just screaming out there, I'm a beginner and I have no clue what I'm doing. So even if you're a beginner and you feel that you don't have any clue about what you are doing, if you do this, you're gonna have a clue about what you are doing and you're gonna leave everyone impressed about your professionalism. Check out Milanote through the link below because it's for free. And it's not limited, that link. It's always for free. The free version, you can do everything you want. Obviously, with the pro version, you're gonna do even more. But with the free version, you can do everything I showed you today. So you don't have an excuse because it's gonna help you to look more professional, even if you don't have the quality yet. The quality comes with time and you will get there, I promise. You just need to practice with your camera. And if you want to learn about the best way to learn photography by yourself, go check out this video here because it's gonna help you a lot. And as usual, subscribe to my channel and I will see you in the next one. Big love.